It looks like we have Dason and Mark here for round 2.
Yep, we
A
got
couple
our
of our
players.
regulars that we've seen on camera. Dason, who loves to be one of our Aloha sender offers, and one of our youngest players at the store.
Yeah.
Mark, one of our more experienced players who likes to brew a ton of stuff. Well, the last couple of weeks, we've seen him on life gain kind of brew
We saw
decks.
white control.
A lot of mono white things going on.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what
We'll
they've
see what
brought
they
to the seal table tonight.
Aloha Rocketeer, welcome to the stream. Glad you were able to join us. And Barushi, Stephen, and Paul, 2 of our local players.
Yeah.
And once you're out, you're never out. Even after 20 years, you're always just one game away from getting sucked right back in.
So
and I'm glad your boys were able to get you back in.
Yeah, I stopped at Visions, and one of my friends was like, I have this box of Magic cards. Would you like to draft it? And I was like, Magic cards? I haven't thought of that in 20 years. He's like, well, just play some, and here we are.
You're never
2
all
years
the way
later,
out.
I'm all the way back in. Dason's becoming a much better Magic player as the months go by.
Yeah.
He's joined us probably close to almost a year now, right? We're probably
Dason started after Ixalan.
Okay, so we're probably talking about like a year, 8 months to a year.
I believe he started right before Unstable, so November.
So we're getting up to the year mark, and he's grown a lot as a Magic player in that time. Just like he knows instantly to ship whatever that was. He did not like it. He's going to go down to 6.
I'm seeing some forests and maybe blue cards.
I'm not sure exactly.
Blue or white?
We'll see. It looks
Black.
Like,
Forest and swamps.
So we got
Runic
Golgari,
Armasaur.
Runic Armasaur, Gift of Paradise.
So he can be in any colors.
Yep.
And a Titanic Growth at the back there.
He's got Fixing, Combat Tricks, and
4 lands, a decent creature.
Yep. Runic Armasaur is an awesome creature, actually. It's a 2/5 for 3, which in this format, not a lot of stuff gets rid of a 2/5.
And then it draws you a card if your opponent have stuff that does stuff. Like the Harpy would have drawn him cards.
Andy also crushed me with Part the Water Veil.
That's my baby.
Yeah.
Marsha. That was my favorite standard deck of all time.
I like to help take credit for just the name.
Alex did come up with that one. It's a Brady Bunch reference.
Yeah.
My absolute favorite standard deck. I will not take that one apart. So, if you ever want to play against it, I got it in a box.
So it looks like Dason has a Surge Mirror, an Aviation Pioneer, leaves a land on top, a Scholar of Stars, 2 lands, and I can't see that very last one. I believe that's another land. Yep, so he has 3 lands, 4 lands. Make sure he can play all the cards in his deck. Doesn't look like we're probably going to get a big card until turn 3. So players are just... Oh, looks like we got a Field Creeper. All right.
There's
little
a 2/1, but he's going with the...
Surge Mare.
Surge Mare.
Love that card. It's a 0/5. You can pump it for 1 blue and 1 colorless.
+1, -1?
I believe it's +2, -2.
Okay.
So it becomes a 2/3 or a 4/1. And if it deals combat damage to a player, you get to rummage or loot. You get to draw a card, discard a card.
Yep. +2, -2.
Yep. Unfortunately, that will not get through a Runic Armasaur.
And if he does use the ability, Runic Armasaur draws marker card.
In fact, that is the case. And not only that... Oh, looks like a Centaur Corsair, 3/3 body. Mark might consider coming in with a Runic Armasaur, knowing that he has Titanic Growth in hand, making it a 6/9?
Would that be worth it to kill a Corsair, though? So he's going with the Gift of Paradise, gaining 3 life, and now that force taps for 2. It wouldn't be a bad attack.
No.
But you're signaling that you have something.
I do like that he can keep it up as a blocker and literally take out either of Dason's major creatures here.
Yeah. So here's an attack for 3.
This is a fishy attack. If I'm Mark, I'm a little fished out here.
Now, Mark jumping on that Titanic Growth.
Okay, instant.
Kind of feels like Dason was baiting him out.
Yeah, I thought Dason might have a combat trick of his own.
So here comes the...
Aviation Pioneer?
Aviation Pioneer bringing out a 1/1 Thopter.
Grabbing a thought there.
Aloha Rocketeer, a fan of the horses.
We have an affinity for horses here at Other Realms, it seems. People like mare decks.
Mono white horses is...
By the way, do you know that's a horsefish, Andy? Have you ever seen a horsefish?
A horsefish?
Yeah, that's its creature type. It's a horsefish.
Are you sure?
That's what it's right there. It's a horsefish.
Isn't that a seahorse?
Not according to wizards.
It's a Surge Mare according to them.
It's a horsefish.
Do you think it
It matters when you have a sun mare to make all the rest of your horses indestructible.
Ah.
Yeah, horsefish does sound like an unset right there. In fact, it sounds like two halves of the contraption thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's a plague mare.
That's a plague mare. So we've got mares everywhere.
I was about to say, where'd the Thopter go? That's where it went.
I don't know. I'm down for some good bear, bad bear if we have time. I don't know if we have any bears. I think we're out of bears right now.
We will see. Alright, so Field Creeper enters the battlefield.
That's a Gearsmith Prodigy. It's a 1/2. It's a 0 or it's a 1/1 that becomes a 2.
I'm gonna look it up.
I believe it becomes a 2/2 with an artifact.
Gearsmith Prodigy 1/2 becomes a 2/2 if you control an artifact.
Yeah.
So the Field Creeper makes it a 2/2.
Yep.
Field Creeper a 2/1, which would have died to the Plague Mare. But it's good now.
Yep.
Barushi, I have no idea.
He just asked, what are we going to do?
Surge Mare does not qualify for
for a bear. So the way the bear qualifiers work is that the bear has to be a 2/2 for 2. And then everything else is whatever.
Yeah.
The core thing, it has to be a 2/2
The Walking Ghoul that Mark just played is a bear.
Yeah.
As a 2-mana 2/2, that qualifies as a bear.
Correct.
So that's an open form. Nice card.
There's no Thopter, so...
Nothing with flying.
Surge Mare, maybe? No. I don't know. What do you open for? Surge Mare.
So it's
interesting
now a 3/8.
part. Yeah, it's a 3/8. The interesting part about that is if he comes in and activates, like you said, Runic Armasaur will trigger the draw trigger.
Well, it can't be blocked by the Armasaur. So right now
it can't.
The Mare can block it. The Ghoul can block it.
And then Dason chooses not to use the loot trigger.
Right. That's the only thing that Mark's going to be drawing off. The Scholar that he's looking at right now, I don't believe
It draws a card only on ETB.
But no activated abilities for the
none.
Runic.
None of the other cards, they're all kind of vanilla right now. The rest of the other cards are just power toughness creatures. It is a good
Looks like a Rabid Bite is coming down from Mark.
Wait, what's going on? All right.
He's casting Rabid Bite, targeting the Gearsmith Prodigy.
Right.
Which was a 2/2.
Yep. Wonder why he didn't take the Scholar Stars. That's a 3/2, isn't it? Maybe it's a 3/3. I could be wrong.
Scholar of Stars. Let me see what it is. We got a 3/2. Yeah. That seems like it would have been a better one to bite.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's alright. That's a boar. Bristling.
Can't be blocked by more than one or more than 2 creatures.
Yep. The big issue is honestly that Surge Mare, because really Mark doesn't have a lot of stuff that can block favorably with it.
Bristling Boar 4/3 can't be blocked by
Thank you so much for joining us, Barushi. Also, congratulations on being our #1 bit donator.
Yes.
You've earned that badge very rightfully tonight.
Quite significantly #1 bit
owner. Good night to you as well, my friend.
It was fun to watch.
Be safe. Be safe in all your travels as well. And I will see you around the same time you get back. So I will probably see you then as well.
I'm going to accept Alex's translation. You take care, Barushi. We'll see you soon.
He just said good night to us.
I'm taking that as your word.
Yep. Don't worry, if you're watching Magic in Asia, we can communicate with you here as well.
Some of us. So we have a Vine Mare.
Yep.
So Dason got all the horses.
Yeah, I see 3 horses out here right now.
So moving the board into I will attack with these, I won't attack with these.
And I believe that's a Psychic Corrosion, which will start milling Mark from his cards.
So
2
I was
for each card
talking with
drawn.
Dason earlier, and I asked him what strategy he was hoping to open up tonight.
Uh-huh.
Care to guess what he said?
Mill.
Mill.
You know why?
Did you do this to him?
I did this. The first night when I told everybody my favorite thing to do was mill people with psychic corrosion. We watched that draft.
Yeah.
He milled his opponent out, and he couldn't have been happier. And the more I've watched Dason over the last few months, specifically, he's been playing a lot of God Pharaoh's Gift.
Right, he sure has.
It seems to me he's starting to learn the potential of cheaty blue things.
Looks like he was able to take Mark down with this one.
Yeah. And,
without milling him, though.
So that's always a good thing.
Rishi, thank you very much.
Oh,
man.
Awesome.
We appreciate that. You have a great night. And take care of yourself.
He said thank you, Aloha Rocketeer. Look at that.
Although Aloha Rocketeer, I'd be down for some Burger King too.
Yeah, man. Go for some food after this.
Yeah, I might need to.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
All right, so game 1 went to Dason.
Yep.
And we'll see if Mark's able to turn around game 2. He had the creatures, he just couldn't get around that board state. And the Surge Mare being able to get through the Armasaur just... Mark's black creatures weren't a big enough match for it.
It's rough. He got wide very quickly. One thing that people not forget, but that's a little different with this core set for blue, is that blue actually is an aggressive color in this core set. Yeah. It's not always the case, but white, blue...
Lots of flyers.
A lot of low to the ground. Or there's flyers and like cheap stuff that make two things, like Aviation Pioneer.
Able to go wide very quickly.
Departed Deckhand makes the not blockable. Like, there's a lot of unblockable stuff that we saw, like Surge Mare.
Yep.
So blue can sneak up on you. We saw David utilize that as well in his blue-white deck.
Game 1, he was able to get very wide.
Yeah, the good thing in common in both Dason and David's deck is that they both have long-term mill plans as kind of a thing, but they don't have to. Like you said, they don't have to win from mill. They can win just as easily being a blue aggressive deck.
Mill is nice as a resource denial also.
Correct.
Because when your opponent sees their best cards go to the graveyard,
it's pretty disheartening.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like the psychic or the patient rebuilding so much, is that it mills 3 cards, which is a huge amount a lot of times.
And it tends to draw you at least 1.
Right. So in that sense, it's like, let's say it mills your opponent's best gas, as it were, like good cards that they could play. Then you're feeling good anyway. But let's say it doesn't mill that and it mills a land instead and they have a lot of land, you're still drawing cards. It's all good.
So I'm seeing a lot of lands in Mark's hand.
Yeah. I'm seeing
5 lands.
5 lands, 2 creatures.
That last one might have been a land too, I'm not sure.
I saw a Gallant Cavalry, I think, in there.
Okay, Pegasus Courser and Inspired Charge.
Ooh.
That's a rough one.
Yeah. He's going to have to pull some gas.
And then we got Vivian's Invocation, 3 lands, Field Creeper, Aviation Pioneer, and an Oakenform. So a 4/4 Flying Thopter.
That's a thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oakenform is not like a card that I would normally play in a lot of draft sets, but because there's so many ways to use enchantments in Core 19, I think Oakenform in the right shells of decks can be fine.
I think if you're running green, Oakenform is probably a solid card.
Yeah.
I've given my 2 cents on Oakenform being in Core 19 already.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of the fact that there's a functional equivalent in the Global Planeswalker deck that could be here instead.
What is it called?
Oh, you're making me do some research now.
Oh, all right.
All right, so I'm pulling out my phone. I'm going to be
you do that.
AFK.
I got coverage. We got a field creeper out there and a Pegasus Courser. On turn 3, Dason decides he wants to play the Aviation Pioneer, making a Thopter, setting himself up for that 4/4 Oakenform with flying, Oakenform flying Thopter, which will outscale that Pegasus Courser. Mark does have an Inspired Charge, which may be able to deal with it later, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if he drew anything more interesting. So he drew the Aviation, I can't remember what this one's called, but the 4/4
Pioneer. Oh, the 4/4.
Yeah, it's a 2/4, but if you have an artifact, it becomes a 4/4 with flying. It's a multicolored card. Let me grab it.
Engineer, Aviation Engineer.
Is it Aviation Engineer?
I believe so, yes.
Yes, it's Aerial Engineer, actually. Aerial Engineer. Right now, it's just a 2/4, so it won't be able to deal with the Thop. Did he kill the Thopter? Where's the Thopter? Oh, did he jump with the Thopter? Oh, I think they're just getting the Thopter. There we go.
Yep. Hardened scaled armor.
Hardened scaled armor.
Hardened scale armor.
Hey, that's the exact same card.
Can you pull that one up, Jake? Hardened scale. So this is in the global Planeswalker decks.
Is this one not legal technically?
It is legal in Asia.
Yeah, but this is the weird thing that it's like not legal.
But if you look at this
it's
is
a pangolin.
Functional identical card.
Dude,
to
pangolins
Oakenform,
are sweet.
which I wish this was in core over Oakenform.
I do too, because then we'd get a pangolin.
There's 3 pangolins in Magic.
You know the other pangolins in Magic?
Oh, I don't know them. I know there are 3.
So Mark was able to resolve the Gearsmith Guardian, which makes his Aerial Engineer or a 4/4 flyer, and he has the Aerial Engineer in turn makes his Guardian a 5/5 ground creature. Looks like Dason. Is that a Goreclaw? That is a Goreclaw.
You are killing me, Alex. While you're watching this game going on, I'm looking up pangolins.
Pangolins are awesome. Yeah, the dual decks had some sweet art. I really like that little dog token, the Mogu token. Here comes the... So we actually have 3 flyers coming in. A 4/4, a 5/5, and a 1/3. We got to block the 4/4 blocker, and Mark decides to Inspiring Charge, which will not take out the blocker, but it will do 7 plus 6 is 13 in the air. That's 13 damage in the air. That's pretty good. Dason goes to 6. All of Mark's flyers. Oh no, not all of Mark's flyers survive. Okay, that's right, because that's a 3/3 to a 4/4. 3/4 to a 4. 5/4 to a 4/4. 3/4 to a 4/4. Yep. Goreclaw comes in. I see a Millstone. Oh, Dason.
He's in on the strategy.
He's in on the strategy. I love it. He decides he doesn't want to attack. It's not necessarily bad here, especially because Mark has quite a few flyers and a large creature on the board, and Dason's protecting his 6 life total. Although Mark is able to get a Frilled Sea Serpent out there, which I believe is a large 4/7. Dason picking up another land. He's going to spend 7 to cast Vivian's Invocation to take a look at what cards off the top. He's going to get a whole bunch. He's going to be able to put one of those permanents into play off of that Vivian's Invocation. Let's see what he picks. Skyrider Patrol is a good one. Let's see what else he finds.
I hope he finds a pangolin.
Are they in the set?
No, they're in the Planeswalker deck.
Oh, are they all in the Planeswalker deck?
No.
Oh.
I'm still looking up.
Okay.
Gather is not being my friend right now.
Dason is thinking really hard. I think so far the best thing I've seen is Skyrider Patrol. Yep, that's what he decides to take. It's also a flyer. It will help in the short run. One big thing about the Frilled Sea Serpent that Dason has to watch out for is that I think I had 7 mana. Can you bring that card up, Jake? Is Frilled Sea Serpent? Is Mark going to be able to make it unblockable soon? Yeah, for Frilled Sea Serpent, which costs it's a 4/6, he has enough to make it unblockable, and he's going to come in for 4. Dason is tapped out. He's going to go to 2. If Dason doesn't actually have an answer this turn to take care of the Frilled Sea Serpent, Mark will be able to make it unblockable again next turn and take Dason out.
Okay, so I'm done searching because I want to watch this game.
Okay.
I was able to find 1 pangolin on Gatherer.
Okay, and it is from the dual deck.
From the dual deck. I'm telling you there are 3 though.
Okay.
I'm done searching.
That's okay. I trust you.
But there are I'm pretty sure the number is 3. But pangolins it is a legal creature type.
Oh, I like that.
So,
I could name pangolin with
you
Cavern
sure can.
Souls.
Yes, you can.
I know one of them.
There's 3.
No, that's a cat snake. That's not a pangolin.
The art for Armadillo Cloak. I don't know. Anyway,
Looks like
I'm
an
back.
armadillo.
I'm back to standard watching the game.
It's all right. So Dason has to figure out this.
I will
turn.
try to find this out by tomorrow.
Okay.
And I will let you know.
The situation we have here is that Mark has an unblockable Sea Serpent next turn because he can tap 7 mana to make it unblockable. Dason has to deal with it this turn. He's going to make his...
Whoa, Dason's at 2?
Yeah, Dason's at 2. Mark
I
was
step away hunting for pangolins and Dason's at 2?
Mark came in with the Aerial Engineer, the Gearsmith, and a Pegasus.
Looks like Mark is very eager to get the blocks in, too.
Yeah, in the air.
So
and then Inspired Charge to do a chunk of 13 damage, and Dason took 13 plus a Frilled Sea Serpent free hit, so that's 17. And that's he must have taken 1 from something else. So unless Dason has a way to deal with the Sea Serpent this turn,
and he doesn't. So Dason showing the boar,
yeah,
and taking damage from the Sea Serpent.
Yep. So we're gonna go to a game 3. So far, we've had a bunch of good games tonight, both going both ways. A lot of game 3s.
Very different from last week when it was 2-0s.
Propane. You see, I knew there was a Prowling Pangolin.
I knew there were 2 others.
Yeah. I knew there was Prowling Pangolin.
I don't know why, but I was on Gatherer, and it would not... It showed me Pangolin as an option, but it would not pull them up.
Yep. Welcome to the stream, Propane. Hope you had a wonderful day. I saw that you were with David earlier today, one of our players here in the Maiden Hawaii Festival.
We actually even had Propane's profile up earlier.
Yeah, we did earlier.
So we're trying to pop up the profile, show people a bit.
Yo, I see 3 pangolin there.
I feel like such a chump now. Propane comes in.
He pangolined out.
And he's pangolining away.
Pharma boys in the house.
Pangolins are such a cool creature.
I think they're awesome. Pangolins are sweet.
Way cooler than trilobites.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that sounds way less fun.
Yeah, doubles aren't fun at all.
Yeah, rough. I'm sorry, man. We very much wished you were here playing Magic with us.
I'm glad you can help with the pangolin search, though.
Yeah.
For some reason, my apps were only finding the Reckless Pangolin. Well, the others were beasts, and they've been retrograded into
You're kidding
pangolins.
me. They got errated into pangolins?
Yes. Even
Why?
though the art is clearly a pangolin.
Like, they... Who... At one point, did you have to think to change your card?
Well, they
to a
were
pangolin?
beasts.
Okay.
Because originally pangolin wasn't its own type.
Right.
And so they were released as beasts.
Okay. But then they released a pangolin and were like, we have to find old pangolins?
Well, Reckless Pangolin.
Oh, because they make other pangolins +1/+1.
So now they can make the other pangolins.
Okay.
So
it looks like our players here are on their 7. Let's take a look at what they got. Oh, Dason. Alright, let's see. Dason's got 2. Okay. Mark's got 3. 2
looks
forests,
like a
foul orchard, rabid bite,
Titanic Growth in there.
Yep.
So he's got mana, he's got
Colossal Dreadmaw,
and a
Epicure of Blood.
Okay, so he's got
Titanic,
doing okay.
So he doesn't have anything to play to almost turn 5.
There's a Vine Mare and a Surge Mare.
Yeah.
Does he have the enchantment to go on him?
I will say that Dason has a much better curving hand than Mark. Yeah. But once Mark gets to 6 or even 5, I see Skyrider Patrol. I'm slamming that.
That's a pretty strong creature. So it looks like is he going with the Courser?
He's going with the Courser. You know what? I actually like that, because what you can also do with Skyrider Patrol is wait till you have 5 mana.
And activate it immediately.
Exactly.
Yep.
Corsair is still a 3/3 body, which at that point is still, it's more damage. It represents more damage.
Me and the search for the lost pangolins. Andy and the search.
Coming
for the lost
theater near you. It's so nice he'd watch it twice.
I will find them.
Pangolins, come with me if you want to live. So Dason real quick has a board of 3 major creatures.
Yeah.
And Mark is able to play a 2-headed zombie, but that doesn't really block very favorably. It's a 4/2 with menace.
A two-headed creature makes more sense to be able to block additional creatures.
Right.
Than
I
to
agree.
have
I agree
menace.
with you on that one. Flavor-wise, that's a bit of a fail.
Yeah.
Although flavor-wise, giving it menace makes it look like you're dodging one zombie is dodging one way, and you actually go the other. You know?
Yeah. I can see that too. He's also got Titanic Growth, but he's tapped out right now.
Big moment here is that Dason actually can, if he doesn't want to cast green or he can basically add.
He can use the Patrol's ability.
Yeah, and make something flying and have a 1/1 counter.
Now, I do believe I saw Strangling Spores in Mark's hand.
Yes.
So he's putting a counter on the Surge Mirror, which is... Surge Mirror did a lot of work game one with the can't be blocked by green creatures for him.
And this time Dason does want to use the Surge Mirror trigger. He's going to discard the Fountain.
Gargoyle.
Is that a Gargoyle? 3/3?
Yeah, Gargoyle.
Okay, yeah. It's not as efficient for him to play because it's a little flyer.
So there's Strangling Spores.
Yep. And he's going to come in for 4 himself because there's not a ton of favorable blocks the other way. Dason, however, has a 1/6 Surge Mirror.
And I don't like snakes, so...
Why does it always have to be snakes?
Right?
Dason's going to come in for 4. I think he's going to trigger his Surge Mage trigger. Yep. He picks up another
card.
land.
Going to discard a land, probably.
More than likely, yep. And then...
Post-combat.
Here comes a Boar, 4/3. Mark this turn should be on land 6 if he picks it up. If he can, he will play the Colossal Dreadmaw probably.
He needs to untap his zombies because I'm pretty sure he's going to want to be blocking.
Yeah, I think his zombies are untapped at the moment. I don't think he picked up his 6 land, so he might.
No, he's on 5 still.
So he might be priced in to play the Epicure Blood just to put a 4/4 out there. Make it so that the rest of the attackers that Dason has aren't favorable.
Well, he's got a good block against the boar.
Yes.
There he goes.
Okay, so he's got a Rabid Bite.
And that's going to deal damage to the boar.
Yep.
Nice clean kill. Oh, and he's getting aggressive and attacking.
He's going to go for 8. Dason goes down to 8. 3. Doesn't Mark just die on board here though?
Well, the Surge Mirror
can make a 4/1.
It's a 1/6. He can do it twice.
He can do it 3 times. Or no, twice. Yeah,
so
he'll be a
4/2.
Yeah, so he's dead on board, right?
That's 7.
Yeah.
3/3 Centaur and a 4/2.
He's tapped out, or he has 1 black.
He's got 1 black.
One black. There's
I don't
nothing.
think there's any tricks for
nothing.
1 black.
There's nothing. The only one would be the one that I never draft that like exiles a 1 creature or something, but that doesn't exist, I don't think.
Nobody drafts that.
So if Dason, but the thing is, Dason doesn't know this. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like.
So right now, Dason has to go through all the black cards,
and he has to think about it because he's at 8. And Mark is representing 4 for sure next turn.
And we
saw 1 Titanic Growth. So like,
and it's Menace,
right?
So he
so the thing is, Dason also has a Vine Mirror in hand, right? So there is an argument, and Mark has put him in a position. He's put him to a decision where
he said, "Kill me."
Yes, you have to kill me. You have to make it so you kill me.
Kill me now, or I kill you next.
Exactly.
That's
and Dason doesn't know, but Dason does commit, and he comes in. Yep.
And that did it.
Yep.
So Dason with the win.
No.
You know what that means?
I'm feeling an aloha in our future.
I definitely feel an aloha in our future. And all you folks at home, if you want to join us,
be prepared.
Yep.
Dason loves the aloha.